Welcome back. Chaos here. Today we're going to be unboxing Wave 1, and I believe this is Wave 3 of the Magic Mixies Pixlings. I also have completely left them as I bought them, just so we could kind of compare and contrast the packaging. For Wave 1, we see that they have the giant gem on the top, and then a smaller diamond down here. And depending on the color of the two, you would be able to tell kind of who was in your potion. Based on the colors on this one, I'm thinking it's our mermaid right here. This one, Wave 3, they made it a lot easier. You can see the kind of image change they have on the top with the gem. And that should be the forehead crystal that is in the doll that's inside. So it's likely going to be the other mermaid. She's an ice mermaid. I also want to point out that I initially thought that all of the contents were enclosed inside of the Wave 3, but feeling it, there's actually all of our stuff to make our potion right here. This one, it's a lot more obvious with how bulky it is, and there's just very bean-shaped. But let's open these up and start making some magic potions. So, Wave 1... This is going to be a hassle. Oh, we got it. They say don't use scissors, but... We're so close. There we go. Okay. And then this is secured with a little rubber band, which I should probably have cut off, but they said don't use scissors. Oh, there's another one. Okay. There's our potion. Bag 2. Oh boy, we got 6. Here's our instructions. Bag 5. Oh my. Let's lay all our potion stuff out. So I do want to kind of show off. They have these little cute tabs. You can pull it open. And it's meant to be a little scroll. You can see that on the bottom here. That's pretty cute. Anyway. So. We have our potion bottle. Number 2 is our Pixling Power Elixir. Looks pretty good. It's got instructions for how to use it on the back. We should have a coral charm. Yeah, that's definitely coral. A Pixling Magic Elixir. Okay. And then a Shimmering Scales. That's definitely scale-shaped. Okay. Very important, kids. Don't remove the lid. So... this could get messy, so we're going to put our potion bottle on our trusty plate. And I'm going to move our ingredients out of the way temporarily. Step 1 is done. I've put the potion bottle on the plate. And then I need to remove this paper ring and acetate. All right, there's the paper ring. This is pretty useless. That's all I'm gonna say. It works for keeping the barcode and all that, but yep. Anyway, here's the acetate. That was easy. All right, so On to step 2, we're going to take number 2, which is pour in our Pixling Power Elixir, so we're going to cut at the top, fold the end of the bag into the opening, then lift and pour, and then wipe away any spilled with a damp cloth. The Pixling Power Elixir dries clear and should not stain most common surfaces. Okay. Very carefully, I am snipping along the dotted line. There we go. I need to fold the end of the bag into the opening, as shown, and then I'm going to pour all this in there. Okay. Okay, get on in there. Oh, I hope this is, yeah. Okay, my arms are in the way. So I am rolling the top of my bag like it's a tube of paint or toothpaste, and that seems to be helping squeeze everything out. Just look at this beautiful color. It is like ink or something. Very pretty. Okay, almost done. Whoa. Okay. Okay. That's everything. Next, I'm going to fill to this fill line with water. That's a lot of water. That's a lot of water. That's a lot of water. Okay, stop. Okay, we have filled it to the fill line with water, and then we need to sprinkle in our shimmering scales. Like they're literally like little cutouts of the scales. Like, that's so cool. Okay, come on. Yep, that looks like all of them. Yep, there's the last one. Pour my Pixling Magic Elixir in the same way. Cut the top, fold over, lift and pour. The color looks the same, so I don't know what's happening. Again, I'm going to take the top and roll it like it's a tube of paint or toothpaste, and that should help get everything out nice and fast. Let's hold it together with the Yeah, get on in there. Come on. Oh, this is getting really cold. I'm scared. It's so cold, I'm scared. Oh, I can see the line. It's like right in there. We're doing okay. Final stretch. Almost there. Oh, we did it. There's everything. Okay. We're going to add our coral charm. They got a little notch. So this should just be a little flat piece of paper like those scales were, but yep, there we go. There's our coral charm. It's all sparkly. Like, it's not literally sparkly, but it's got sparkles on there. And to remove this golden ring, okay, should reveal the magic words, which is Magicus Mixus. And then we're going to turn the crystal gem until it stops. Okay. Here we go. I don't have to pull up. Magicus Mixus! Magicus Mixus! Okay, so I now have to mute it to up. Oh, I see lights, it's happening. Oh my god, it's happening. Holy crap. Holy crap. Ah! So it should start turning clear. Right, this is the one I'm scared. Ah, we're starting to see here. Oh, I'm going to put it down. Ah. Oh, yeah, it's really starting to go up. Okay. Yeah, there. Oh my gosh. Okay. You waiting? You ready? Okay. Really clear up. Ah, that beaches. What, Rowley? Okay, so now we have, oh gosh, what's it doing? Well, we have revealed our pixling. So the next step would be removal and display. I think I'm going to let the potion settle for a little longer while I wait for these next steps. But it looks like it would be pretty simple. Unscrew the lid, pull the cylinder the doll is contained in out, unscrew the cylinder, and then we can use our golden ring stand here to display the doll on. It looks like one of her feet will slot into this peg, and then her ankles will be on either side of the this little nub here. And then the back acts as stability. After completing the water retrieval, we rinse parts with clean water and wash your hands and dispose of wastewater down the drain and wash the container with soapy water. So I unscrewed the top and it literally just bounced up. Yeah, this is definitely messy. Wiping off the bottom because who knows. Okay. The smell is different, not unpleasant, but different. There she is in her cylinder, so adorable. Alright, so we have removed our cylinder, we pulled it out. We now have to unscrew the cylinder cap. There we go. Ooh, there we go. It looks like I accidentally got a little bit in on the top. That's okay. And then I just pull her out, I guess. There she is. Now, I do want to get the collector guide in the bottom, hopefully avoiding any wet along the way. While the container is drying off, here's the collector's guide. So this is who we got. Marena, the Mermaid Pixling, the Power of Love, and then I don't know if this is accordion or how this is supposed to open. Yep, it's accordion. Okay. So Marena is deep and thoughtful and has the sweetest heart. She creates a magical wave of affection with her power of love wherever she goes. Just a few drops of Marena's sweetheart potion will grant you your heart's desire. Aw, that's so sweet. Okay. Wiping that off on this paper towel I got. And then here's like the whole guide. So we have Unia, who's the unicorn pixling, and Dearly, the deer pixling. So those are the kind of three that are in this set. And I do happen to have all of them, so stay tuned. I will be making the potions for the other two in this set later on. Here is Marena. She's got her cute little cylindrical packaging. Let's get her out of it. Oh, that's neat. So it's like a clamshell, just opens up, keeps her hair separate. I will need to brush that out. I have washed my hands thoroughly, so like, there's a little moisture on her. There we go. Doesn't look like it affected her. These are like stickers that were put on for her eyebrows, I think. But anyway, I don't know if she's secured with anything. Yeah, so she's just held in there with like the plastic. There's no real like, not zip ties, but those like T-straps that you get the clothing tags on. So I should be able to just kind of pluck her out of here. There we go. Give my hands a little rinse or wipe on the paper towel. So there she is. Isn't she adorable with her little heels? The heels will come off. She's got fins like Laguna has. And then you see that notch. So that means, like I was saying earlier, the golden ring stand. She should plop right on there. There she is. She is a bit top heavy, I think. So this is going to be a process to get her to stand. But other than her wrists not being articulated, she does have stationary legs, but her arms, oh gosh, that one was tight. Her arms are posable, so she's very cute. Her hair definitely needs to be brushed out. There's like even some product in there, so definitely needs a brush out, but like, look at her little face, all of these like little scale details. There's like gloss on her eyes, little blushy highlights on her cheek, and the attention to detail with the scales around her eyes, like a little nose. She's so cute. Her little top is like part of her, but the little skirt will come off. Like, she's adorable. She's adorable. So cute. So I am using the Pixie Supremes wand hairbrush combo to kind of brush out Wave 1 Marina's hair. And like, girl has a lot of hair. Like, what is she, a My Little Pony? But for real, if this is like the intended way her hair is supposed to look, like, we got a lot of work to do. And luckily, I do know to get like this really simple kind of curl at the front and these beach waves. It's a very simple technique I could do with just straws to use to curl her hair. So for anyone who wants to kind of zhuzh up their existing Marena Pixling from Wave 1, like, it's a very easy, achievable look to do. This would just be a ringlet, and then the rest would be, you could achieve it by like braiding her hair, and then like unbraiding it to get those beach waves. But that's a lot of hair. It's, yeah, and I don't think like even all of this volume that's in this lock, like not all of that needs to be in her little ringlet curl. So I may style her up, I may not, but her hair needs work. But again, if you have a little one and you want to indoctrinate them into the world of styling plastic doll hair, I think this would be a pretty reasonable doll to do it with. Next up, we have our Wave 3 Pixling Potion. Again, I believe I'm going to get, like, this girl out of it. I think her name is also Marena, so weird that they did her twice, but, like, I mean, she's adorable. I can't complain. So, this version of her would just be, like, the Ice Mermaid version. And once again, you get to watch me struggle opening this. I can't use scissors. It's like, there was a period where I was drinking this like tea brand that came in bottles, and the only way you could recycle them was if you took off a ooh. Okay, the inside has, oh wait, the outside has the glitter too. But the inside has it too. That's, okay, that's just, I think that's a happy accident on part of the packaging. Like, I'm kind of obsessed with that. I'm not gonna lie. There we go. I got it. So it is glued in places to the interior contents. Ugh. So similar to the Wave 1, it is glued here. Wave 1, it had it at the base of the gem, and then here and here around it. Here we just have it here, and then the other one was like down here. I don't think there were any up here that I felt. And I'm not seeing glue dots either, so yeah, this is like the only spot up top. And I just kind of rolled and peeled that off. No damage. This is the hard plastic, so it shouldn't have done anything. Okay. So this is our first real look at the blank bottle. Actually, let me take off our potion ingredients. It's just once again secured with 2 rubber bands. Oh, these look hefty. Okay. So here's our potion bottle. I'm not saying like it's very Sailor Moon inspired, but like it kind of is. And then I guess that's a theme with this particular version of it is we have like this whole star thing because there was like a limited edition pixling that you could get, and I think that star shape was like her thing. We also have it repeated on the bottom here, and overall the bottle on this one is just very kind of bubbly but icy, and like there's even like some constellations in there. Like it's cute. Okay, so we're gonna move this aside and find what is in our box. So one bottle. They changed this shape, I see, so this should be a lot easier to pour. Ooh, 3. Ooh, it's got that metallic finish on it. That's cool. This one kind of has it on this section, but it's like really subtle. This one, it looks like we're going to peel it rather than rip. Okay. Here's 5. Again, very nice metallic. Here's our instructions. Again, they did that scroll thing, so that's cute. Oh, and step 1, again, they revamped our potion shape to be a lot easier to tip and pour. So that's cool. Let's get into our potion guide. So we got our potion bottle, we got our Pixling Power Elixir, that's this one. We have Shimmering Essence, ooh. We have Pixling Magic Elixir, alright. And then number 5 is our Cosmic Charm. Okay. So again, making potions can be messy. We're going to put down a plate. Boom. So step 1, we're going to add our Pixling Power Elixir into the bottle after we take off this part. Oh. They were nice enough to put in this little kind of gap here, so I can just pull. There we go. And once again, I believe this is just like the, yeah, so useless. And then this should go so much easier. Yeah, look at that. Once again, I'm gonna tuck, ooh, it's kind of sticky on the bottom. Tuck and roll. Like, some of the textures on this, it's like very thin dish soap. And like, if you do have a child who has sensory issues, maybe have them wear like gloves while they're doing this, because like, I'm not saying it's irritating, but like, it is very, for me, like minimal, but to someone who has sensory issues, again, it's not going to cause irritation. The toy maker doesn't want to get sued, but it is just definitely something to be aware of with this particular product. And again, look at those bubbles. Tell me, like, I know it's not dish soap, but like, anyway. Step 2. There's our water line. We're going to fill it with a bunch of water. Okay. It's a lot of water. Like, a lot of water. Can I do multiple things at once? Maybe. Oh, there we go. It's a lot of water. Step 3, sprinkle in the shimmering essence. Okay, so this one is the shimmering essence, and we have to, oh, that was easy. We're going to peel. So that's why these These bags are foil because it's easier to peel. Okay. There's our shimmering essence. So we have our little itty bitty shimmery snowflakes. Look how pretty. And just boop, boop, boop. There's like a legend there, and like they're on it, but whatever. Okay, the shimmering essence has been added. Now I need to add the Pixling Magic Elixir, which is this bad boy or girl, I don't know. This bad bottle. And then this is going to fill it all the way to the top. And put me on edge. But anyway, once again, I am rolling the bottom like it's a tube of toothpaste or a tube of paint. And, yep, there we go. You can see that really helps pour it all in there. Ugh, getting full. Very full. I'm scared. Okay, I hear the bubble sound, so that means it's empty. There we are. Last but not least, we have to add our Cosmic Charm. I'm trying to be gentle because, like, I know it's practically paper in here. There's our Cosmic Charm. It's our little rainbow tail. Boop. Okay. Next, we're going to remove this ring up here. That'll become our doll stand. We're going to turn our moon gem until it locks. And then it'll reveal the magic words. I wonder what they'll be. Magicus Mixus. Okay. So this is facing front. Yep. Okay. And then we're going to say the magic words and push down hard twice on the moon gem. And then we're going to wait for the shimmer magic to turn the potion clear. Mixus Magicus. Oh, I see it clearing up on the video. I can't really see it too much in person, but I do see little sparkles. It's happening. Hopefully there's like a bigger reaction, because right now it's like kind of underwhelming. I guess we just wait for the potion to clear. I will say, when I was cleaning out the other one, there was some goop that came out at the end, and I'm like, oh no, is it a doll part? But then I remembered these dolls don't come with accessories, and like I dumped in like a bunch of like, you know, little itty bitty paper things in there, so like, who knows? Anyway, I will say, for now, this bottle is like a bit better designed. It is easier to pour things in, so they definitely have streamlined the process on this one, and yeah. This is taking quite a while, and I'm not seeing a lot of shimmer, so I don't know if I push it again. There we go. Yeah, agitating it definitely helps, but yeah, it's gonna be a minute. Yeah, I don't know how well it's displaying on camera, but there is a lot of like shimmering glitter in there, and we're just going to have to wait for it all to clear up. So I'm going to let this go and let it just kind of time lapse. It's taking a while to clear up, and I don't know why that is. There we go. yeah, you can see all around. Yeah, this version took a lot longer to clear up. And I think as a kid who just is like impatient, that would be kind of annoying. But the doll's cute. It was easier to mix everything. So I think that outweighs like how long it took. And like for the age range, this is kind of like this is meant for 5+. So getting to watch all of the like sparkle stuff and like just like that's the coolest thing. So similar to the previous one, we get to unscrew the lid, free her. Oof. Yeah, so lots of buoyancy. I'm going to get my bin again for an easy transfer. So you will notice that there is a base on this one, and that helps like aerate. I'm going to tilt it so we can not make too much of a mess. It says to unscrew the cylinder from the lid. We did get a little bit of solution in there. I will have to rinse that out. Then she's going to come out of here. Oh, and I changed it so that the collector's guide is like in the packaging, so it should not have gotten wet. Okay. So the doll has been removed. The next step is to remove this base. Oh yeah, that's letting out all the shimmer glitter, so yeah. How the heck do I get this off? It just says unclip. How do I unclip it? Oh, this is making an awful, awful mess. Oh, there we go. Yay. Ugh. So the base you can just dispose of. There is glitter all over the inside of my bin. I am not too happy about that, but it's contained for now. The next is to rinse out everything with clean water and wash my hands. And the water is safe enough that you can pour it down your sink. Personally, I've been pouring it down my toilet just because I don't really know what's in there, and I would like to make sure it's sanitized properly. So I'll be back to kind of show off the doll. Alright, we're back to free her from her plastic prison. I am once again checking to make sure she's held in place by just the plastic. Looks like it's just the plastic holding her in there, so she should, in theory, just snap out. Once again, they were genius, and we have our clamshell opening. So, in theory, I should be able to just kind of find a spot and pluck her out. Perfect for 5-year-olds who are just impatient. There we go. Alright, so she has her little itty-bitty micro braids in her ponytails. I will say, like, the tinsel in her hair is not a great texture, but it's a clean hairstyle. She's cute. Her ears are a little rubbery, also cute. We have a little bit of glitter in her ears. Again, they're a little rubberized and bendy. Okay, so let's get into the doll. Again, molded chest piece. Her head is articulated. We have her beautiful gem with the glitter in it in her forehead. The little itty bitty frosty paint on either side. Like, there's a lot of detail in her little face. It's so cute. They did carry over. She does have the blush on her little cheeks and nose still. It's not picking up very well on my camera, but in person, like, it is just as pronounced as her hair color, so, yeah. All right, and then once again, we have the molded top. She has some extra jewelry. Not crazy about these weird winglets, but they do kind of complete the look. Her little skirt is, we got the mermaid scale pattern, and then this, like, kind of weird vinyl snowflake that does hang down, so that's kind of cool. The skirt can be removed, as well as the shoes. And yeah, very cute, very darling. Once again, we have the hole on the foot, so that can attach to the stand. Hopefully she does a better job standing up than her non-shimmering counterpart. Oh, she does. So there's she, and there's her. All right. So let's see who we got. This fell out of the packaging. So we made, from the Shimmerverse, Marena, the Mermaid Pixling, Cosmic Element, Ice, Potion Power, Sparklingly Unique. Again, this should open up like an accordion. There we go. Mesmerizing Marena helps anyone cultivate the true bonds of friendship. Her enchanting charms inspire others to dive into their true selves, creating deep friendships filled with love. And then here's the rest of the group. So we have Marena, Fiona, who's a Phoenix Pixling. We're looking for a limited edition Unia. And then I do have Caitlin, and I did not get Faye yet. And then I do have Unia and her Pegacorn Rainbow Star. So we have this Marena, this Marena. So they're literally the same character, just one is like ice and the other is mermaid and love. I don't know. I'm not complaining, again, because like Smash Hit, I love the faces. I do think this one is like giving more baby, and this one is more kind of not so much, which is weird because like same hairline. I think this one just has like a little bit fuller cheek, and because they have the shimmer on the cheek makeup, it like makes it look more bulbous, especially in this lighting. But yeah, very cute. I wish they had carried over more of the scale detail on this Marena up and around her eyebrows. But I think it works because on this Marena, she doesn't necessarily have anything around her forehead gem. So over here, she does. So very cute. And again, I believe this one also has the rubberized ears. Yep. I do like the detail where they kind of painted on the kind of outer lobe or rim of her ear here, and on this one it doesn't have it. So but yeah, overall they are adorable, and they will be added to my growing Pixling collection. The full-size Pixling Supreme, or no, they're Pixie Supremes, excuse me. So you can see how size-wise they compare to the Pixling. This is the size of like your standard Monster High G3. They can also happen to share footwear. You can see the Pixlings are like up to like kind of mid upper thigh. I'm going to take this Marena out just because she can't stand up. But you can see like they're adorable. It feels very like big sis, little sis, even though I think it's more like queen, princess, and normie. So very cute. I'm excited to open more of these little Pixlings because they are just so darling and adorable, and I think it's so unique that they come with like what could have easily been like a disposable safety precaution is usable. Like, I do think that's pretty ingenious. I'm not crazy about the fabrics that they chose for the Pixling dolls, just because like it looks good and like it hits the like I need something glitter. I need something like crunchy glitter, but at the same time, like, as an adult, I'm looking at this and it just kind of looks cheap, but at the same time, like if I'm like the intended age demographic, this is sparkly and it doesn't like it. What is consistent with this line of dolls is that it is very soft, and this does not feel like crinkly, crackly cheap. Like this actually feels really nice to touch, and like I like petting it like this. It also doesn't offer too big of a contrast between the vinyl piece here and this. So like I do really like it, and I am noticing like they really glossed up the eyes on this doll. Like it almost looks enameled. Like that is a really nice gloss on her eye. Out of focus, it looks even more obvious. So yeah, very, very cool.